This is a guide to seeing and understanding your student's score in Hopkins Junior High Schools. First, to locate the final report cards, you want to open the Infinite Campus app. When you click on the Documents dropdown, you'll be able to see posted grades. If you click on Report Card, Posted Grades, then you'll be able to open those final posted grades. You'll see a grade report with a list for about 8 classes. Your student will only have final grades for about 3 or 4 of those classes because term 3 has ended. So you'll see a 1-number score for each of those classes. Now, to understand what those number scores mean, consider this. In IB scoring, a 1 or 2 is considered to be very limited quality. A 3 or 4 is acceptable or good quality work, and 5 is generally where we want to see students, generally high quality work. 6s are more rare, but you'll see high quality, occasionally innovative work, and 7s are very rare, highest quality, frequently innovative work. So you will be able to access this more detailed description of our score descriptors on our resource guide. But as you can see, a score of a 5 is generally high quality. Now, to dig into how your student received that score, you can access Canvas. If you're looking at Canvas through your app on your phone, then what you'll want to do to look at each of the individual classes, you might choose, for example, to go to Language and Literature 7 to see how your student did in that. Now, you were able to see an Infinite Campus that the student got an overall score of 5. But by looking at Canvas, you'll be able to see the breakdown of the different criteria. So this student received a 4 in Criterion A, a 6 in B, a 5 in C, and a 6 in D. And we'll go through what those scores mean. If you're on your computer, then what you'll want to do to access that more descriptive piece is on your dashboard. If you click on the left-hand side, the third one down, then you'll be able to get a list of classes. That might be a little easier to see. You'll click on the class that you want to access, and then you'll click on grades to see this view. So again, you'll want to go and look for the Criterion A final score, B final score, C, D, and the overall IB score. Now, to understand what all the criteria letters mean, in each subject area, there is a different, there are Criterion A, B, C, and D. In most subject areas, Criterion A would be knowing and understanding. That's kind of the basis of the content. Some are a little different, like Language and Literature. Our Criterion A is analyzing. Criterion B is for students kind of what's a skill they need to do with that first criteria. Criterion C gets a little deeper, and Criterion D is deeper still. So what you can look at is, how did my student do in each of these criteria? It's one of the things that I love about IB scoring is we can see at a glance if your student is struggling or excelling in different areas, not just overall. So here I see that the student is earning a 4 in analysis, but a 6 in organizing. So they're doing very well in organizing, but they could use more work in analysis. Producing text, they're doing quite well, and using language, they're excelling too. So that's what gave us the overall score of 5. If you have any other questions on this, refer to the parent resource guide or contact the IB coordinator or teacher in the junior high.